Okay, my screen is visible to all of you. Is my screen is visible to all of you? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, my screen is visible to all of you. No.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now I'm describing the course structure. The basically the course structure has been divided into the this some modules, and it's up to the module 8. Up to the 8 module, you will learn everything. So I'm explaining the in module 1, in module 2, what you will learn. So in module 1, you will basically I will explain the GIS, basics of the GIS, what is the GIS, and basic concept of the GIS. In module 2, I will explain the QGIS fundamental and its tools and its operations. What is the functionality of the each and every tool. uh, and in this module, we will working with the vector data, working with the raster data, creating some styling maps, and how to design the maps and how to export it. This study area map. Suppose that you are a research scholar, and then how to make a stylus map in the this QGIS for your research publication. Uh, After then, we will see the some advanced QGIS techniques, that is spatial analysis, buffering, overlay, and proximity analysis, and geoprocessing tools using QGIS geoprocessing tools like batch processing, model building with QGIS processing modeler. We'll see plugins and customization, how to install a plug module plug in a plugin sections. And we will see the interpolation method in QGIS, the different types of interpolation method. And we'll try to make a good LULC map, and how to extract the data for the LULC map, we'll see. And in module 4, we will learn SAGA GIS. What is the SAGA GIS? Overview of SAGA GIS. Now we will learn data management in SAGA GIS, spatial analysis with the SAGA GIS. And after then, we will learn Python coding for GIS, introduction to Python for GIS, geospatial library in Python, automating GIS tasks with Python, creating custom tools with PyQGIS, developing GIS application with Python, and different type of the module, how to install, what is the function of the numpy, what is the function of the pandas, scikit-learn. We will see everything in this, and all basic things we will see, all basic things of the Python we will see here. So The most important thing is the GIS, the SQL for the GIS. We will learn in a detailed way what is the SQL, that is the structure query language, and is a very demanding language in the field of the GIS. So we will try to understand with the Python platform. So before starting the QGIS, my ad- um attempt to deliver a all basic things of the Python for understanding the SQL language. So WebGIS, and try to understand the WebGIS and GIS applications, developing WebGIS application, advanced WebGIS builder, and last the project management and case studies. We'll try to uh, solve a project. We will take some project from the internet freely available. So we will do work on the real data, and with all these tools, Python and QGIS, we will make a project for this. So this is the overall the structure of this course, and where need we will take suppose that in module 4 or module 5 some Python's concept are given, then we will learn in a class 1 and class 2. It's not according to the day, it's only the syllabus construction. If we need, then we will learn in day 1, day 2, day 3, but we will cover in all 30 days. So before wasting the time, I'm going to start my course. So the first things today, we will learn the Python. I have shared the Python setup file through email and through a WhatsApp group. So if you're not getting the earlier I have also shared the a video for installing instruction of the installing video. I have shared to all of you. So in this today we will learn all basic things of the Python. We will go very slow so that you can understand everything. And next day on Sunday we will learn the basic things of the QGIS. Then we will go to the higher level. So I have shared the all setup file of the Python. If and try to download and and save in your C drive, and just click on the right and try to install. But before installing, some instructions are given here, so follow this, and definitely your in your system the Python will install. So the day one, the complete Python program for the absolute beginners and learners. So what is the Python? Python is a powerful interpreted object oriented programming language. Here the words, that is the OOP, that is the object oriented programming. Do you know what is the meaning of the object oriented programming? If you don't know, I'm explaining that there is a language that is the C language, C programming language. But after then C, we see that C++, C sharp has come. What is the difference between the C and C++? The basic difference between is that C is a not a object oriented programming language, but C++ is a object oriented programming. So what is the meaning of the object oriented? In a simple words, you can understand that programming language you can use in your daily life. Okay, suppose that you are using a calculator, a scientific calculator, or using your mobile calculator, that the base of that calculator is a is on a programming language. So you are using calculator in a daily life. Suppose that you make a account doing a very complex mathematics for your account section. So you are using some programming language, mathematical algorithms, and used by the programming language like Python or C++ or Java or Fortran. So that programming language which you will use in your daily life, that is called the object oriented programming. It's not a scientific definition, but it's a understandable definition for the object oriented. But C, you cannot use the C in your daily life. So that is the difference between the object oriented programming and the this without object oriented programming. So Python is a powerful interpreted object oriented programming. It is used in many areas for for developing. It's considered a perfect language for scripting, a high-level programming language developed by Guido von Rossum and the first released in 1991. More than 75% of the programmers consider Python as a must-have skill for data science. So if you want to go to the inner field of the data science, then you must know about the Python. So it is the most advanced feature, the most attractive feature is that it is available on a public domain and freely available in open source. It's a high level programming language, multi programming paradigms, object oriented functionality programming, interpretive, etc. Interpreted language, dynamically interpreted language means you can uh, interpret your Python language. Suppose that you are using the Python, then you can when you learn more in Python, then you will understand what is the meaning of the interpreted language. But you know about the R programming, you know about the Fortran and C++, then this can also be run in this Python platform. Dynamically typed, cross platform, its platform is a very cross. Laser loc, it means the line of the codes. In Fortran we have to write thousands of the codes for a algorithm. In C++ we have to write 2000s, and in Fortran we have to write 500 codes. But in the case of the Python, you have to only 50 to 100 codes, line of the codes, because it's work on the packages, that is the module. And directly this module, what is the module and these things we will learn in the next slide, upcoming slides. So the most important is few in a fewer line the code will for complex algorithm Python will execute it. Python programming language execute it for your program. But in other programming language, you have to write a, more than uh, lines of the code. Write the lines of code. So come to the first things, download section. You have to go here. That go to the Google and write the www.python.org/downloads. But only write the python.org. Then you will visit here this website. So here the Python, so go to the download sections and you will see the downloads for window. I'm using the Windows, that's why I'm here showing the Windows. So if you are using the Mac user or Linux user, then all uh, given here. So try to install for Linux, Macs or this. But my suggestion, use the Windows, that is user friendly. But if you are expert in the Linux and Macs, then you can use here. So this is a very old, that's why it is showing the 3.11, but the latest version is 3.13. So you try to download this one, otherwise I have to send, I have this already sent this setup file to you. After downloading, what will you do? Just right click on this and in a administrative mode and run this. So when you will run, then go to the this section, not this section, this is customize installation, and check in this install launcher for all user, add Python, which are the path. If you are 3.10 or for 3.13, don't worry about this. This is based on the Python version. Okay. Next is optional feature. So check in this documentation. This dialog box must be check in pip, because without this your Python will not work properly. And the check this part IDE, that is the integrated development IDE development environment. And also check in the Python test suite and this Py launcher and all users. After then installation, for advanced options, go to check in the install for the all users. Associate with the file Python required for the PyLauncher, create shortcuts for the installed application, and check in for the add Python to environment variables, pre-compile standard library, and leave it this one. This is not a necessary. So here the browser, this will automatically save in your the by default save in your C drive. If you want change from here, then you can change, and your Python direct the parent directory will change for this path. But my suggestion, just keep as it is. So now click on the install. and your Python will install in after few minutes or uh, s- minutes. Your Python will install your PC. Now next things is the you have to install a Anaconda. Basically, Anaconda. What is the Anaconda? Anaconda gives you a platform for various integrated development environment for the Python library and others programming language. So the first things you have to install the Python in your PC, and the second after then you have to install the Anaconda. So the website for the Anaconda, where you will, this is also free and freely available, www.anaconda.com, and go to the this downloads slash download, then directly visit to here, and after this install this one. So this will take the few minutes and install the. I've already shared this Anaconda set of files and Python set of files in WhatsApp and this uh, email through email. So in in Anaconda, when you'll so I want to show you the platform for the Anaconda, how this looks like when the Python will install, then how looks like. So just after installation, when you start to search in the your Windows search bar, right here the Anaconda Navigator and open. This will take the few seconds and this will open. Okay, it is initializing. It is opening. Okay, this is the interface of the Anaconda Navigator. From here, you can install. You can launch all IDE, that is the integrated development environment, that is the front end, or you can say the graphic user interface. Because in any software there is a two section, that is the front end, that is the GUI, or you can say that the integrated development environment, and there is another where the original base programming is working, that is the backend. So you can launch here the Jupyter, you can launch this IPython, VS Code, Spider, these things, all things, PyCharm, and you can install the all things. So this is the interface, and and the basics is the your Python programming. So we will one by one try to understand this ID environment of the Python. So the first we will see the PyCharm, and it's what the basics coding of the PyCharm in the Python, and it's the integrated development of the Python, and why we are using, and what is this uh, pros and cons of this PyCharm IDE environment. So we'll say Python is the programming language used by the software developers to create various applications. PyCharm is an integrated development environment. Python is the language to develop will write in the, whereas PyCharm is the platform where they will write to create a projects. If you are doing the project type of the word, then the PyCharm is the good. Even an IDE like PyCharm comes with a list of the pros and cons. These are the follows. Advantage: easy to use, access to various scientific libraries like pandas and scikit-learn, faster to develop software using PyCharm, easily navigate across classes using the code browsing feature, provides in-depth analysis with the lens feature, offer across a smart and efficient code editor that makes it easier to find syntax error. The auto complete syntax features saves times and offer remote accessibility. So this is the feature. If you are doing the some machine learning type of the project, then PyCharm is a good for you. So disadvantage is time consuming to learn, does not add much value to basic scripting. Premium or pro version is expensive. This is the very big disadvantage of this PyCharm, because of some feature will work in the freely available platform and some feature, advanced feature, you have to buy. So this but you are working in a multinational company, then company will provide you the PyCharm, then definitely this will be uh, good for this. But here this is not a good, because we are working on the open access. So community version limits access to other coding language. So it's limit access to other coding. In PyCharm, you cannot access the C++, or R, or this Fortran. Autocomplete features increase the difficulty for beginners, can lack some browsers, high demand for storage space. So these things, these are the drawbacks of the your PyCharm. Each PyCharm goes for the beginners. The uses of PyCharms are limited for beginners. The pro version of PyCharm is extremely expensive and thus not easily accessible, while the features of the free versions are limited. PyCharm also does not add much value when it comes to basic scripting. For these reasons, while beginners find uses in the feature of PyCharm, it is better suited for more experienced developers. So, a smart editor, we have seen that these are the things, and where we can access the PyCharm from the Anaconda navigator, we can access IPython. It also gives you a platform the PyCharm, Kite, an AI-driven autocomplete plugin, Pylint, a bug and quality checker, and PyTest, a test writing framework. So there is a now another IDE environment for your Python programming language, that is a Jupyter. Some is pronounce Jupyter, some pronounce Jupyter. So I'm pronouncing Jupyter. Notebook in Python ideally. Jupyter Notebook and Python ideally are to write execute Python code. Jupyter Notebook is an open source web application. It is completely all A to Z is free. That allows user to create and share documents that contain live code, equation, visualization, and narrative text. On the other hand, Python ideally is an integrated development environment that provides a basic interface for writing and executing Python code. Jupyter Notebook allows you to mix Python codes, blocks with formatted text. Unlike Python scripts, Jupyter Notebooks are executed in non-linear fashions. This means that you can execute code blocks in arbitrary order instead of being forced to execute every block from the top to the bottom. We'll see how we can execute, because in a single cell you can execute all the A to J from starting to the end of the code. So Jupyter in Python ideally, these are these things. So the first interface is web based. It's a desktop application. When you are trying to run working on Jupyter notebook, then in your system must be internet access, because it's a web based. And this is the only feature drawback of this feature. Otherwise, Jupyter is uh, best in all other IDE environment. So output display in a line, separate console window, multilingual, supports multiple language, only supports in Python. Collaboration, built-in support for sharing and collaboration, no built-in collaboration for features in Python ideally. Code organization, code organized into cell, code written in a single file. Debugging, limited support available, debugging support available here. Now it's a support is available in because a bit version of in Jupyter, you will see that this, so this drawback is also solved. Visualization, excellent support in this Python ideally is limited support. Learning curve, steep learning curve, easy to learn. Use cases, interpret data analysis, prototyping and visualization, writing a small script and exploring Python syntax. So pros and cons of the Python script in Jupyter Notebook, we'll see here. The pros is scripts are reliable and the most common way to write Python code. Minimal setup is required. Two, top-down execution makes it less confusing to debug and reason through the code. There are many text editors and ideas with the many features for choose from. And we will also working on the Jupyter notebook for GIS work. And the concept this is script must be re-executed to test by change to the code. Scripts are plain text, formatted text on these things, which we have seen in the previous slides. So in the case of the notebook, Jupyter notebook, helpful notes figure or links are surrounded by code blocks. Notebooks provide nonlinear executions and output appear automatically under each cells. And notebooks are good for prototyping data analysis and sharing results in colleagues. Notebooks require installing the Jupyter notebook package into your Python environment. That's why I'm saying that check in these box in starting. And a notebook must be served and accessed through a web browsing, making them slightly harder they're using. So this is the only drawback, I think. This is a web browsing. In your system must be internet access, and then this will work. Otherwise, it's a good in all things. So now come to the Anaconda feature. What is the Anaconda? We'll also see the some because we have downloaded Anaconda and Python. So from I have already told you the Anaconda gives you the platform for launching multiple type of the IDE environment. So Anaconda is a free and open source Python and for R programming language distribution, data science, machine learning, predictive analytics, and big data processing, and deep learning application use it to improve package and management and development. In 2012, Peter Wang and Travis Oliphant founded Anaconda Inc. Continuum Analytics to take responsibility for the development and maintenance of Anaconda. Aside from being the Anaconda product, it goes by the Anaconda distribution and Anaconda individual edition. This is the history of the Anaconda. It's launched in 2012. So more than 8 million people use the Anaconda distribution, which offers over 300 Windows, Linux, and Macs data science program. Some the package are sorry, this is not package. This is a things. Ideally, environments are the following: Jupyter Notebook, visualization libraries, data libraries, machine learning libraries, and installing and updating automatically. It gives you latest version of the IDE environment. So when you're using the Anaconda and these things, these are the description of this. What is the Python and why core language and these things. So now we will see the some libraries. What is the libraries and how we will use and how we will install. We'll see in these slides. So what is a collection of linked modules is also known as Python libraries. That's why in a Python programming language, you have to write a very less line of the code in comparison to the other. So because each libraries make customize with your plugin with your IDE environment and in a background, and this will work for your only you have to activate with the few lines of the codes. It has a code bundles that can be used repeatedly in a different programs. For programmers, it makes Python programming easier and simpler, since then we will not need to compose the same code for various projects. So the Python standard libraries contains all of Python syntax, semantics, and tokens. It has built-in modules allowing user to access interrupt things and new other essential modules and fundamental function. The Python libraries have been written in the C language generally. The Python standard libraries has more than 200 crore modules. Because of all these factors, Python is a powerful programming language. The Python external library plays a crucial role. Python features can only be used by programmers who have it. In addition, Python is a number of libraries that make. So these are some libraries that in the matplotlib. This library is a responsible for the plotting of numerical data. We will use this library. That's why I'm introducing about this library, and how to install we will see in the practical part. This library is responsible for the plotting of numerical data. When you're using the graphical interpretation, then you have to activate this matplotlib library. It is utilized in data analysis for this region. An open source library plots superior quality figures, for example, pie outlines, scatter plot, box plots, and diagrams in addition to the other things. Now, the another library is the NumPy, one, one of the most popular open source Python packages. This is also called a numerical Python. NumPy focus on a scientific and mathematical computation. When you are doing a very core and complex mathematical work, then you have to activate the NumPy libraries, and its another name is the numerical Python. It make it easy to work with large matrices and multi-dimensional data. Thanks to built-in the mathematical function that makes it easy to compute. It can be used as an n-dimensional container for all kinds of data, including linear algebra. The NumPy array Python, what is the array, what is the string, what is the list, what is the tuples, we'll see. So the NumPy work in the array Python object defines an n-dimensional array with rows and columns. It can also be used as a random number generator. Because of this, NumPy is a preferred over list in Python because it uses less memory, it's faster, and is easier to use. Pictures, waves, and other parallel crude streams can be addressed as a multi-faces exhibited of genuine qualities involving the NumPy interface for perception. NumPy required for a full stack developer to use this machine learning library. So if you are doing a work as a full stack developer, then you have to know very in a deep knowledge of the NumPy. So there is another library. Its name is the Pandas. What's its work? Pandas is an open source library authorized under the Berkeley Programming Conventions (BST). This will known library is frequently utilized in the field of the data science, and they are generally utilized for examination, control, and cleaning information and others. So the NumPy, the Pandas libraries, the main work is to your data set, construct your data set in a proper way. So constructing it's for framing of your data set, the Pandas is very important. So Pandas enable us to carry out straightforward data modeling and analysis without switching to the another programming language like R. It's a drawback of this. So some other library that is SciPy. SciPy is a Python library for scientific computing, information processing, and high level computing. Primary use of the open source libraries. Basically, SciPy used in a statistical work for the. If you are using the statistical modeling, then you can use the SciPy. The more advanced statistical work, you have to use the scikit-learn. Additionally, scikit-learn is a Python-based open source machine learning library. This library supports both supervised and unsupervised learning method. Here, the term is come supervised and unsupervised learning. What is the meaning of this supervised and unsupervised? And there is another meaning is reinforcement learning. So whenever these terms come, then its meaning is very simple. Supervised means you know the output of everything. Suppose that you are going in the market and buy some banana or vegetables. You know the rate of this potato. What is the rate of the potato? And so you buy 1 kg of the potato. Then this 1 kg price is the 30 rupees. Then shopkeeper cannot tell you its price is the 50 rupees or 100 rupees or 1 rupees. You know the price of this. So when you know the output, then that is a supervised. When you don't know the output, then it's meaning the unsupervised learning. But in the case of the this reinforcement learning, you know the nothing of this. Suppose that you are in island, you know where is the water, where is the food, and this thing, everything you have to search and learn. That is the reinforcement learning, forced by learning. That is the reinforcement. And the same things work in the same concept work in your machine learning for supervised, unsupervised, and this reinforcement learning. So these psychological learning, the work of this, when the machine learning and the statistical modeling work is together, that is called the scikit learning. You have to activate the scikit learn package library. This library already comes pre-installed with the several well-known algorithm as well as the scipy, numpy, and matplotlib packages. So you have to first activate all, then under this packages, this will work. Now come to the Seaborn. This package makes statistical model visualization possible. The library which is largely based on matplotlib makes statistical graphics possibly by variable examination by means of programming interface of view of data sets. So basically, SciPy, scikit-learn, and Seaborn, these three are the very important in the machine learning process. Every have a these two is a for statistical modeling. These are for complex type of the analysis in machine learning that uh, to compare the data set subset univariate and bivariate representation are utilized. A wide range of color schemes are available for pattern display and direct replace assessment and plotting you can use with this type of library. So these are the codes. So now we'll see the first how to install the Python. These two setup files I have already shared with you. What will you do? The first you have to run as administrator and yes, and do for this and use this and check in this too and do this. Okay, peep must be this it son. So install this one and this and leave it these things and try to install this. I have already installed, so I'm leave it here. Yes, so similar for the anaconda. So run as administrator, go to the administrator part, and this will do yes, yes. So click on the next and I agree. So I have already installed these things, so I'm cut it. So now going to the this this part, how to install this with internet source. So the first is you have to install the Python this thing, python.org. Just right here, and you will redirect this here. So go to the download section, and the latest version is a 3.13.5. Every Python has a version, and if you facing any problem in this debugging, so that you are facing some error and sending to the your friends or your teachers or others, so always tell about the which version you are using, because in every version the solving the error is different. So it is better that you have to share these things. So from here you can just install these things and you can do. Now for the what will you next thing is the Python anaconda. Anaconda, simply write the downloads or going to the this website. What is the website is this, which we have explained here, anaconda.com. What? So here, see, submit here your email, and after then free download, click here, and they make a account in this because it's freely available. Then you will get the latest feature of this Anaconda, and you are able to. If you facing any problem, then please ask me. Otherwise, I have already shared the setup file to all of you, and this will work as a offline. If you have no internet access, then this will work. But when you are working with the Jupyter notebook, because we are working with the Jupyter notebook, we will see the later part. But here we see the Python, then this will work. Okay. So this is the thing, the installation, simple and easy. So now if Python is installed, then how will you check the Python is working properly or not? For this, you have to write the, you have to write in a Windows search bar CMD. Okay. Now write here the Python space dash dash and the version. This is the Python is 3.3 one, the latest version which I have installed. So I have sent to the some old version, but try to install the latest version or working with this thing. So now these are, yeah, Python has been successfully installed in your PC or system. This is the sign with the command prompt. Now we will try to access the Python with the command prompt. And for this, what will you do? Just write here the, so we are enter in the Python console where we have to able to write the script. The first things we will see the Python work as a calculator. So I'm here writing 2 plus 2. Enter, that is the 4. 56 minus 5, that is the 60. 60 divided by 2, that is 3.0. And addition, subtraction, and see the multiplication 3 5. This will work as a calculator. Suppose that I'm giving you the some wrong algorithm. Now I'm going to 0 is divisible by the any number, then what will happen? 0. And for any number is divisible by the 0 or not, then what will happen? Error. It's showing that the 0 division by 0, Python input the most recent color, so it is showing the error because there is no any operation algorithm or operation in mathematics which is divisible by the 0. So this is the way for Python. Suppose that I'm here the writing some higher level code. So start with the print command and write here in indentation, hello Python. So hello Python is executed successfully. Then this will work. So now I'm do some work, that is the x is equal to I'm giving the 4 and y is equal to I'm giving the 5, and the right here the print in bracket sum is, and give this column, and okay, in indentation a plus b, and run. Error is coming. Why this is error? A is not defined, sorry.
X plus Y it should be.
Yes, sorry, x plus y. This is a, so give the comma, x plus y. So sum is a 9. So your Python is working. This is the core Python language. So I'm not doing using any integrated development environment for this. So we'll see some we have seen the some simple lines of the codes we have seen in this. Now the Python code language is you will use the IPython. Ideally Python, which we have seen in this slides. So it is opening, so let me check. So see here the Python 2.7.1.2 cell has this is showing. So this will also work as a calculator or things just entered for, then all work will this. And when you will plot anything or any information, then this will open in a separate window. So this is not any integrated program. This is a core Python language. So now we will jump in our next slide. We have seen our Python is working properly. So next things we will see the some languages in Python, how syntax we are correcting the syntax and how to write a code in the Python and which type of the syntax it is follow, because every coding have a every programming language have a header syntax which follow this, like C++, Python, R have a different header syntax. So we will see this thing. So these are two, before starting the course, these are two codes. The price of light is less than the cost of the darkness. It means that you are expending the some money on the any course. So its cost is very less than the darkness. It means that the when you learn not something, then you are facing the more problem, and this will be a loss, big loss for the this. So that is the meaning of this. So it is some information of your computer. So it's in a computer chips are built on one person purpose to the things for us. So you know about these things, you have read in your school things. So here the users versus program, what is the difference between these things? You just see computer as set of the tools, word processor, spreadsheet, and the map tool, to do list, etc. Programmer learn the computer ways and the computer language. Programmers have some tools that allow them to build new tools. Programmers sometimes write tools for lots of the users, and sometimes programmers write little helpers for themselves to automate a task. So graphical representation this way, and this is the your Android this thing computer have a soft hardware and software. So these hardware and software is made by this the different way of the a programming use this hardware and software in a different way, but a user use this in a different way. So both using these things, data, information, and network. So I'm skipping these things because it's a very basic things and you have know everything. And this is the motherboard of your computer boards. So this is very important things nowadays. Nvidia and if you are working on a machine learning, then In Jeep there is a term CPU, and there is a term GPU. That is for cooling your machine. So GPUs must be installed in your system. So graphical computer is the input data software central processing unit, main memory, and the secondary memory. So this is a basic difference between what is the output device, main device, these things. So the main Python has started from these things. What is the Python? Parasaltongue is the language of serpents and those who can converse with them. An individual who can speak Parasanskrit is known as a parasalmoth. It is very uncommon skills and may be hereditary. Nearly all known as parasalmoth and descended from the soldier census. So Python is coming from these things. Now, early learner syntax error. When you are early learner, then syntax error must become as we you have seen that I am given the variable name x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5. I am written here the a plus b. Then syntax error must come. It must be the x plus 5. So we need to learn the Python language so we can communicate our instructions to the Python. It is beginning we will make lots of the mistakes and speak give it like the small children. So as you grow, then you will be expert in this and you have to understand the syntax error of these things. So these are the things when I have in a CMD program, when I'm written here CMD, that is Python. See, the Python will start, then this three less than greater than sign has come. Then your now your Python is starting in a console writing in a console writing has been started. After this, you have to write the your script or code you want. So in simple words, Python is an interpreted object oriented. What is object oriented? I have told you, high level programming language with semantics. It's high level built in a data structure combined with the dynamic typing and dynamic binding make it very attractive for rapid application development as well as for use of scripting or glue language to connect existing. This is the basic definition of this thing. So in a Python, just like this type of the tool, sharp tool, some blunt tool, and some all types of the tools in your Python. So this is the comparison for rating for the all this different types of language. Java is a 15.3, Python is the 8 point rating, and the changes for one. Now it's come to the first. Its data is a very old. It's about 4 years ago. So where you will get Ubuntu and Windows for this, which I have already told you, and this is a terminal how to install this libraries in your Python. We will see the basic code is a pip install and write your the library name like pandas, numpy, and this. This is the navigator of the Anaconda we have seen. You can from here this platform you can directly launch your IDE environment of the different IDE environment. These things like Jupyter Notebook and these things. We will work on the Jupyter Notebook. Now, when we are working the Jupyter Notebook, there is a because Jupyter Notebook is work in a various way. It's working for a coding, it's working for a documentation, it's working for the web application. So there is a term is a markdown. It's working for a documentation and you can write a beautiful documents in this markdown in a Jupyter platform. How we'll write these things we will see today, we will see. And what is the markdown? Markdown is a language, it is not a programming language, however it is what you will call a markup language. A markup language is a way of annotating a text document to include hints about how to documents should be displayed. When the markup document is processed displayed, the markup language is not shown. It is used for the format to text and only the formatted text. And we'll see the make a blog piece on this markdown. We'll see today. So these are the some syntax for the markdown, how to bold these things, which is double star, how to italic these things, and this we'll see that. So packages in the Python package index is respected the software of the Python. About 15 lakhs files, 15 lakhs packages has been constructed in the Python. This thing. So lots of the libraries are available in the Python. So the opportunities of the different type of the project is more in the Python language in comparison to the other programming language. Elements of the Python. So now we have come. So elements of the Python, we will see the vocabulary, words, variables, and reserved keywords. The second is the sentence structure, valid syntax pattern, and story structure constituting a program for a purpose. These are three things are the basics Python. If you have uh, read or learned these things, then you can do able to do work on the Python. So what is the reserved keywords? We will see these things in this. So reserved keywords, before understanding the reserved keywords in Python, there are 31 reserved keywords. In every programming language, there is a reserved keywords. And, del, for, is, res, asset, elf, from, lambda, return, break, else, global, not, fry, try, classes, except, if, or, while, continue, access, important, passes, cell, def. And these are, if you count these things, then you will see these are the 31 or 33. So these are the reserved keyword. This work as a function in the Python. You cannot make it a variable. So sentence suppose that x is equal to 2. This is the x is a variable for 2. What is the variable meaning? Variable is a container which contain a information. That is the variable. Okay. So here given your variable is x is equal to 2. Okay, you cannot give the any name of the these things. Is equal to 2, raise is equal to 2, assert is equal to 2, elif is equal to 2. You cannot give the name, error will come because these are the reserved keyword, and work each keyword as a function in the Python environment. So this will be more easily you will understand. So I'm going to launch the Jupyter notebook from Anaconda. I'm launch. Otherwise you can search in the just right here the Jupyter. From here you can also open, but I'm preferably launch from here. This is a web browsing, then definitely this will open in a Chrome browsing features. This will take few minutes, seconds. Just wait. Okay, it is opening. So it has been open. Now this is web browsing, that's why this will take open in your Chrome browser. It's these things. So from go click on here new and click on the Python, this one. Now this is the interface of the your Jupyter notebook. Here the file, these are the tools, the files you can open: edit tools, view tools, run, kernel, and this thing. Now here see the it is written the code. Here there is the markdown, raw, this three things. So the first we will see the some basic things. What is the variables? So I have already told you, just keep it as a code, then you will write a Python code in this cell. These are the cells. You can increase cell from here. You can just go up cell or to delete cell from here. So this thing. And in help you can see the just all things of this markdown reference documentation, how to you can launch Jupyter notebook and these things. You can help section, if you have any problem you can see here. So these are the things for the running your code, for stopping your code, for refreshing your code. So kernel, if you restart your kernel, it's mean that your code is refreshed and starting you can start. So interpret, suppose that you want to stop your code between the executions. So click on the other, then stop this will. And these are the features. So the first things, what is the variable? A variable is a name that refers to a value stored in a memory. This is basically a things that is keeps some information in a container. So suppose that I'm written here the x is equal to in a string. I'm writing GIS. A string is a always when you written anything in a double inverted comma, that's act as a this work as a string. So print x GIS, then this will work. So x, what is the x? X is a variable that contains any information. That is a container. So that's it. So now come to the constant. What is the constant? Python does not have a true constant like some other language, example Java, but by convention we write the constant in uppercase. That is these things. Pi constant is 3.1 for gravity and 9.8 constant. These are the constant for the. Now come to the operator. Operator is, we have seen the Python work as a your calculator. So in arithmetic operator, that is your symbol plus, minus, multiplication, percentage, or division. So these are things. As assignment or type of the operator is equal to, and is equal to, or this less than, and these are things. Comparison, that is comparison operator is sign is double is equal to, or exclamatory mark, greater than or less than, greater than or is equal to, less than or is equal to. These are things. Now come to the logical expression, and or not. X is, suppose that x is greater than 5 and x is less than 10, that is a logical operator. Bitwise or operator is a and b, these things. And we will see here, but just I'm introducing these things. So membership type of the operator is that true and false, these things. So reserve keyword in Python, there are 33 reserve keyword. So these are the words that cannot be used as a variable name because they have predefined meaning in the Python syntax and work as a function in the Python. So x is equal to gs, I have given name. So suppose that I'm here give the reserve keyword name if is equal to gis, and try to run this. What will happen? Invalid syntax error. If is a reserve keyword, and suppose that I'm writing here the if Fi is equal to GIS. Then this will work. See, just write here the print, because Fi is not a reserve keyword. Sorry for this disturbance. Suppose that you want to know how many types of the reserved keyword in your Python environment. So first you have to import. Import is also a reserved keyword. So when you activate any library, then you have to use the this keyword, that is import. Import, and write here the keyword. And next is the print and enter. Control enter or click on here. So these are the reserved keyword which you cannot use as a variable, list or dictionary name. Okay. So these are the things of the reserved keywords. So we will see in a detailed way for the operator in the Python. So just give me the, just finish it in this. So variable, operator, constant, we will see, and reserved keyword, how to a reserved keyword come, we have seen. So before starting this, so Python reserved keyword we have seen. Now we will see the variable, string, and types of the data. So Python reserved keyword, these are the inbuilt list of the function that is work as a function in the Python. So these are the reserved keyword, and how this you can see. In Python 3, there is 36, while in Python 2, 30 reserved keywords have been. So all the keywords except true, false, and none are in a lowercase, and they must be written as they are. So these can be used as a variable names, function names, or any others identifiers. If any of the keywords is used as a variable, then we will get the error message, syntax error, invalid syntax. So here the important things, all the keyword except true and false and none are in lowercase, but it's starting that for the true reserved keyword is starting at T, capital T, false starting with capital, for none is starting with, but all other reserved keyword is in a lowercase. So the first reserved keyword we will see the false. It is a Boolean operator that operator to opposite for the true. Suppose that print is 5, sign the give the is equal to 10. This will work or not, we will see. What is the output result? Print that is 5 is equal to 10. This is the false. Now give the here 5. Then what will give you the answer? True. So these are reserved keyword which the first true and false we have seen. Now we'll see the none of the function, how this will work. So now another none will come. First we will see the def reserve keyword. The def is act as for defining the function, is used to define a function or a method in Python. Input def welcome name, print the f name welcome, for example, then output ben welcome to flexible. So this you can define this reserve keyword as a def function. Next is your if. First, we will see one by one what is the work of this. Then we will execute this in thing. So if an if statement is used to make a conditional statement. If the condition is true, then some action is performed. So writing, suppose that you are defining a variable that say age is equal to 19. If age is greater than or equal to 18, then print you are eligible to vote. So your age is 19. Here the condition is if reserve keyword you have applied, then output is you are eligible to vote. Next is the raise reserve keyword. The raise statement is used to raise an error. These errors are visible in trace back and they cancel the execution of the program if not handled properly. So input you will give the suppose that you are make a variable with name enter and gives it's a string name that is a nick. Strings are always written in the double inverted comma. Here you are using the if conditional reserve keyword, not type enter is a int. Int means integer. Rest type error only integers allowed. Then output what will the output? Output is the because it's a string, then output the only integers are allowed. So come to the none. There is a no null value in the Python. The none is a object that represent the absence of a value. It is like an empty object. Suppose that you make a variable that is as is equal to none. If as is none, print invalid result. Here the you cannot give the none is equal to s. Here the give the value is a none. So there is no null value in the Python. The none is an object that represents the absence of a value. Absence of value. It means that the variable which name is the is it's have a nothing. Then you are using the none reserve keyword which act as a function and it is showing that in your variable is a null and void. So that's why here you but you cannot give the none is equal to age. It means that your variable name is a none, then you will give the invalid result. So if age is none, print invalid result. If age is none, everyone away as is, you know, nothing above without is. So here the in string you are writing the print invalid result, so output is invalid result. So this is the way for using the none reserve keyword. So now del statement is used to delete an object in Python input. So you can delete here, we will see the function of this, how can give the this import. This system is used to import modules or libraries to the project. Import NumPy, import maths, import pandas. You can give return reserve keyword. This keyword is used to exit a function or a method and return some values input. Suppose that you are defining it with the reserve keyword def. Def is defining for the reserve keyword. And subsection you In parentheses, that bracket is parentheses x and y, and this is a semicolon, and the return x plus y print sub 54. This is the way for the return, and what is the output we will see later and in a practical part. But this is the way for the syntax writing, and what is the work of this first we will see. So now else reserved keyword, what is the working of the else? That is the conditional statement that tells to perform alternate action if the condition in the if statement is false. So these are the important reserved keyword in this. So and we will see the some other that is thing, string and variables and other things. What is a string and the type of the these things we will see. Okay, now we will see the some practical part. So open the this console file, Jupyter Notebook interface. So one by one we will see the this thing false and these things we have seen. So suppose that we are working with the def reserve keyword. Then for this, what will you do? Suppose that first you have to define a function. Suppose that I'm going to def here, right? So this see the color will change. Or suppose that you are writing something other FDR, then this is it. So this is a sign. This is the reserve keyword space, and I'm defining a greet name. Okay, and exploratory sign with sign. Uh, parentheses. Okay, that's after any reserved keyword. When you are defining the function, you have to use this symbol, that is a semicolon symbol or whatever name is. So now write the print function for calling this function which I have defined. Print, okay, in parentheses, okay, hello. I'm because I'm defining the name, then it must be a string. So hello is a string. Give comma and this right here the plus operator with the name and the plus and parenthesis is uh, that's exclamatory sign and enter. Now this function has been defined. Okay, now what will you do next things after executing, which I have execute this. Okay, I have executed this, nothing has happened. Did I write a wrong uh, code? No. If I'm writing a wrong code, then this type of the syntax error will come. I'm defining a function. So suppose that I'm writing here the great and in give the parenthesis, that is the GIS, okay, or Python, whatever you want, and run. hall, suppose that here I have to write hello or now hello GIS. Okay, so this is the use of the def function. You can use this as a function. I am make a simple function for calling any name. So these things for great. Now next is your if. We have seen the if I. So now I want to show you the important things. Suppose that x is equal to, I'm defining the variable 6. Okay, I just run it, and again I'm defining a variable x is equal to 8 and just run it. And now calling x with the print function and this, then what will happen? This will x 6 or 8. Anyone can tell me the answers. This will be 6 or 8 when I'm calling the x, because I have both. I have defined this x is equal to 6 and 8. Can anyone tell me? If not, then I will explain. So I think, am I audible to all of you? Hello, am I audible? Okay. So now when you will run this print x, then what will happen? This will be x is equal to 8. First I'm executing this, then I'm executing the x is equal to 6. Then what will happen? Print is equal to 6. In Python or in any programming language like R and these things, if you're given the same variable name, the memory will save the latest action. So I am executing first x is equal to 6, then executing x is equal to 8. The latest action for the x variable is the 8. That's why when I'm print x is equal to, that is the 8. Okay, so now this is the way of the work of this, how the Python will work. I just want to show. So true we have seen, false we have seen, and the def function we have seen. Now we will see this for non reserve keyword. So none is a special reserve keyword in this. So suppose that here we have written the this a is equal to none, none, and here we have defined the age is equal to none, and run this. Just give me 1 second. Just leave it. Okay, age is equal to, I'm defining the here the this. So if yeah, if age is none, none means void, nothing. When ending this thing, then you have to use this symbolic operator, that is this. Now print access no value assigned is has, or whatever you want in this no valid result. Okay, now run. So no valid result because age have a, it cannot be nothing. So if you're given here the something 12, then what will happen? it's this will not a no valid, this is a valid result. So again you have to write the some else conditional condition function, and these things we will see after this. So we have seen none, true, and we will see the for and function. So and is a logical operator used to combine two or more condition. It returns true only if both condition are true. So and then how this will work? Now I'm going to write a code that is with the example of the for the example of the and reserve keyword. Suppose that I'm defining again age is equal to 25. Okay, and the here I'm defining a variable, that is the first variable is age, and the here I'm defining the citizen, not writing the full. Citizen is equal to cities means citizen is Indian, IN Indian, INDIN. Okay. Why I'm giving this in a double inverted comma? Because it is a string, not a integer value of these things, and this is a not a given in the this in double inverted comma. This because this is a integer. So I'm defining a variable that is it shows the age and the citizen. Now again after then what I'm doing, I'm operating a condition with the if function. If age is greater than or equal to 18, and now I'm using the and citizenship, that is citizenship, that is here the just copy this and paste here. Cities, it means the citizenship is equal to, and the in double inverted comma, that's this one. Just copy it. I don't want to write again and again. Okay, Indian. Okay, now again using the reserve keyword, that is the ALSE, else. It's also a conditional sentence. If this things is not happen, then this will be happen. Okay, so before this write here the print. You are eligible to, you are, okay, otherwise you are not eligible to vote. So you, for this using the else, now we have using the if and is ending this, so we have to insert a this type of the symbol, that's name is the column symbol, and we are starting with the else, so using the reserve keyword, so this. Now write the print. When ending this reserve keyword, then you have to write the else, otherwise. Else means otherwise. Print in, because this is a string, you have to write in something. You are not eligible to vote. In double comma, you are not eligible to vote, and close the parentheses. So age is 25, and the citizen is cities is means India, citizenship. So right here, you are eligible to vote because your age is 25. Your condition I have applied, and you are citizen of India. That's why it is. You can you can vote. This is a do condition in the voting system. So how to use the and? I have I want to show you with uh, a very simple example of the coding in Python. So how we can connect the two statement with the help of this and reserve keyword. Now use for as And the for as keyword, the as keyword in Python used to create an alias when importing modules, assigns a name to exception error handling and the types. So when you are writing, suppose that when you're calling any this library, so you are writing here the import import import, that's also a reserved keyword. Import pandas is a library which I have already installed, that's why it is really as pd. So it's a short form as pd. So when you pandas for your I have told you in this theory part, and select pandas library used for the to make a data structure for reading the your data. So right here the data, and this is the way, because I'm not calling any data. So you have to write the pd direct id pd dot read. Suppose that you have a csv, then underscore csv, and in bracket what's your data name. Suppose that you have a data name is this xyz.csv. Because I'm not installing any this, then this will definitely this will show as a error. uh, so error, the dfg is not defined, because dfg is, I'm not calling this csv function. So but what is the function of the as, it's the first is the handling the when I remove this import part, and for naming your library as a short name. So this is the first case. So for module import alias for using as, now the second case is for exceptional exception handling. Suppose that you can use this try reserve keyword, and I have finished here, so that's why I'm using the symbol semicolon, and I'm here the defining the x is equal to 10 divided by 0. Okay, and right here because it's a case sensitive, so you have to write here as capital letter and a small letter. So and all reserved keyword except for the false, true and none is starting with the uppercase letter, but all in a lowercase letter. So try is a reserved keyword. And what is the use of the as with reserved keyword? We have seen in a, for calling a your library use as a as. And now we are seeing that some exceptional handling. So except is a also a reserved keyword. Zero divisional error. Error as e. So this is also accept is a reserved keyword. I'm finishing here for this, then starting with the this column, end with this column. Okay, now print and bracket write the in this indentation error. Okay, now I'm want to show you when you divide any number, suppose that 10 by 0, then what will happen? This is the error, division by 0. It's what is a zero division error. This is zero division error. It is showing that zero division error it is showing. So here I'm writing here error occurred, or you cannot divide any number with 0. Right here the you cannot divide 0 any number by 0. You cannot divide any number by 0. So what will happen? You cannot divide any number by 0 because it's a division by 0 error. So this is the way for using as reserve keyword for exceptional handling here the calling the import function. Now using as in a with statement. With, what is a with? With is also a reserve keyword, where you'll see the with is a reserve keyword here. Anything while written with, this is the with. Please mute your mic. Some background noise is coming. Please mute your mic. So now for with you can use the with function, and this is so it's making some complex coding, so that's why I'm not showing here the with, but this is the way. So now with true as assert, what is the use of the assert? So we will see the assert keyword. The assert keyword used to test if a condition is a true. I'm talking about this assert result keyword. If condition false, Python raises a certain error. If commonly used in debugging, testing, and validating assumption in the code. So example, I will show you for this example. What will you do? Define a variable first. So I'm defining a variable. Suppose that x is equal to 5. So use the result keyword a double s ert assert. Okay, and here the x is greater than 0. Okay, I'm just giving the asset. It is true or not, I don't know. So x is greater than 0, and now write the print x is the positive. So x is the positive. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. Anything you want to ask in this asset trigger keyword? Anything? I repeatedly give a statement about the reserve keyword. If you notice that, then you, if you notice, really notice, then you have to ask in this. You should ask in the case of the asset reserve keyword. Why you're not asking? So in all reserve keyword, I'm telling you, uh, when you will stop the reserve keyword, suppose I'm here stopping for except 0 divided here stopping, then at the ending side I'm writing the column sign. Okay, but in the case of this I'm not writing the column sign. Why? We have to write no for this. Why I'm not writing here? Because assert is a statement, not a control structure like if, for, or while. If, for, while, all other statement have a control structure. If this is happening, it means that this not had be happening. But x is equal to 5, it says then I'm giving the set x is equal to greater than this, then x is the positive. So it's a statement, not a control structure. It does not introduce a block or code that requires indentation. That's why it is using this. Okay, so these things now async now the come to the other result keyword, that's name is the this async. Now for async the for async is used to define asynchronous functions. These are the functions that run without blocking the main program. It commonly used when dealing with the Internet of the Things burns task like. So it is used for generally reading file, making API calls. API calls means it's your gateway function for when you are doing the payment things from the your Google Pay or Phone Pay. That's working on the API function. So and waiting for the user intro and input, working with database or network. So this is the async, and the syntax for this is this is the syntax for this when you are writing, because it's so using with the so complex code. That's why I'm not showing here you but I can show you if you will try to understand. If you are getting the things, then you can understand. The first import asyncio, a s y. Please switch off your mute your mic, please. Okay, import essence itself. Okay, that's it's working. So we can use these things. So here I'm not again and again writing sy and c, defining a function def with again greet. Hello. Farhan Siddiqui, please mute your mic. Farhan Siddiqui, please mute your mic. Farhan Siddiqui, please mute your mic. Okay, thank you. So I am going to show you the a reserve keyword as a async reserve keyword. So for calling this type of the reserve keyword, you have to import the function asyncio. Now this reserve keyword you are able to work on the under this environment. So write the async, and with this async you have to define a function. I am again defining a greet function with the help of the def reserve keyword. So uh, just here close with the parentheses, and always when defining a function, then you have to use the parentheses, and I'm stopping it. That's why I'm using the column. So now right here the print, and in case hello is a string, so write in this and give this okay, just take some, give the exclamatory mark or this, okay, this hello, and close this one, and okay. Now I will use the this type of the function await, await. Await is also a reserved keyword with asynchronous sleep. This is the function asyncio dot sleep, and right here the two. uh, don't understand this the code. I'm just want to show you. We will write the code in our journey is very long, so we'll write the all code, but how this reserve keyword used as a function in your coding, I want to show you. So this is a see now right here the print. Suppose that I'm writing here the WR word is now this will work, I hope. Okay, it is working. Now again write the function asyncio dot run, and here the is greet, that is greet close this. So line number error essential run cannot be called from the running event loop. Essential dot run is yes, yes. Mm, line number one, that is actually I want to show you that how this will work, but this is the way for the working. I think there is some mistake in my code, that's why its output is not coming. So don't worry, the way of this here we are coming for the understanding the reserve keyword, not for understanding the coding lines. So what will happen, we will see the next step. So without wasting the time, sync we have seen, await we have seen, now we will see the for the break. What is the meaning break reserve keyword in this? Then we will see the class continue def we have seen. Okay, so break is a control statement used to exit a loop early even if the loop condition is still true. Okay, so it is used generally with the for loops and while loops. So I'm stopping here. That's because we have to understand the loop. What is the loop in the Python? Without this things, because many times these reserve keywords are using in the loop. So I'm going to try to understand this. Try to teach you to loops in the Python. Okay. So loops in the Python. The first we will see the Python loop. Python loops. The first loop we will understand the for loop. When you will starting with the hash, that is the for loop. When you will run this, then see this code will not execute when starting with the hash sign. Okay, without hash you will run, then syntax error will come. So use the, and we have to today we have to also understand the markdown, how to be use the markdown. We will see these things. So for loop, we will make a very small code for to understand the for loop. So use when for loop use when you know how many times you want to repeat. Okay, for, so right here the for, okay, I in, use the range function, RANGE, range, and right here the 1 to 6. So it's a reserved keyword. So index with this and the print I. So here write the 1 2 3 4 5. Now why this is not writing the 1 to 6? Why? Because it's a Python works on the indexing. Indexing means this just give me 1 minute. Indexing means suppose that from here to here, and write 1 2, oh sorry, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Normal people will count these things 1 2 3 4 5 6, but in Python this will count from 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this is the way how many times you repeat. So it's starting with the 1, so 1 to this will take the 5, starting with the if 0, then this will take the 1 to 6. So indexing, what is the indexing we will see. So that's way. So what is the now next loop is the what is the while loop. So for loop, why this is using, use when you know how many times you want to repeat. Okay. And while loop, use when you want to repeat as long as a condition is true. So while loop is using when you know the condition is true. So here I am defining I is equal to 1. Okay, now this is my variable. Use the while reserve keyword, and this is also called the while loop, and I is less than or equal to 5, and I'm stopping here, then stop with this. Okay, now print I, and I is equal to I plus 1. Now run. Then what will happen? 1 2 3 4 5. I am given here the variable that is I is equal to 5. Here I am taking the condition I is less than is equal to 5. When you repeat, as long as the condition is true, here I am applying the condition, then this will go up to the is equal to 5, less than or is equal to 5. When only apply this, then what will happen? 1 to 4. Okay, understand? And when just reverse it, then what will happen? Oh sorry, reverse here, then what will happen? Nothing, because I is greater than 5, then it is starting with the 6. See, it's going on, because it's just see, it's going on, it's going on. Nothing will stop here. Nothing, you cannot stop here because it's going on. Because I'm just applying the condition. If I is equal to 6, write the value which greater than 5 and run. So I'm stopping here. Stop, go to the kernel and interrupt kernel, then stop. Oh, stop. Why this is not okay? It has been stopped. Okay, this is the way for work of the while loop. So now we have seen for loop, and the for loop looping through is string. Now another example for loop, we have seen for loop for a number. Now we will see the for loop for string. String is something in a double inverted comma. So write here the simple for letter in letter print letter. Oh, something is error here. What is the error? Can anyone show me? Tell me what is the syntax is invalid. For letter hello, here the in. Okay, there's a in. For letter in hello string. In three print le double ter le double ter. Spelling mistake. For le double ter letter in. Okay, now it's a because this is a case sensitive, so you have to keep in a right way, because you have to cannot directly start from just below the for. You have to start here the print function, then this will work, otherwise this will not. So print hello, this for loop he double l w, this is the way for using the for loop. Now next is the uh, function is for loop, while loop we have seen. So while loop for countdown example, suppose that we want to count something. Uh, okay, leave it. This will be the very complex. Then you cannot enjoy. So now I want to show you for loop with the break function, because I have explained the break reserved keyword, but how can use break reserved keyword in the for loop? Because in previous section when I'm using the just I is equal to 6 and it's going on, it's not stop because it's counting the value from the above the 6. So for using this for loop with the break function, for I in range, and its range is defining 1 to 10. Okay, and I am stopping here to so we have to use this symbol operator, that is a column. So I'm applying here the condition if I is equal to double I is equal to 5, and stopping here because it's also a reserved keyword. So that's why I'm using. So now I'm using the break function. Break, and now I'm just doing uh, print I. What will happen? See, just a minute. Okay, run this. Then what will happen? We'll see. Nothing will. This is showing the 5. Is there any mistake in this code? Uh, just show me. Why it is showing the 5? It's showing the 1 to 4 now. And then 1 to 10. Break is okay. Print function here. just below the, okay, that's 1 2 3 4. Anyone have any questions about this? Because here I'm again using some different from previous reserve keyword with break. This symbolic operator column I'm not using. Can you explain this, why I'm not using? Okay, the colon in Python is used to start a new code block. Okay, and I'm ending here this. So when I'm ending the with reserve keyword, at last at the end of the sentence, I'm using the colon. Python is used to start a new for example, after if, for, while, def, class, etc. we are using. Okay, but break is just a statement, not a block starter. It does not require a block after it, so it does not need to write this column. So it's a here is a statement, when you will up to the 5, then stop here, and it's count with your 0. So 0 is 1 2 3 4, basically this one. So this is the, because in indexing this thing, so I am writing here the 6. Then what will happen? A statement given the 6, when right here 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and this is the use of the your break function. So break statement we have seen, and this is the way we have seen. Now if statement we have seen. Now if and else we have, I think if and else we have seen. Okay, if statement we have seen or not. Okay, single, for single we have not seen. uh, we have, if statement we have seen with the other reserve keyword, but separately we will see for the if statement, that is the reserve keyword. So write the code for understanding these things. So I am going to make a variable x is equal to 5, whatever you want. Suppose that x is equal to 10. Okay, and now use the reserve keyword if x is greater than 5. Here I'm stopping. So, and this is a control function. It must be if the x is greater than 5, then we have to use this. Okay, print x is greater than 5. Print x is, so this is the, here I'm applying the x is 5, then print x is greater than 5. What will happen if x is less than 5? Then what will happen? See, x is less than 5. Nothing will happen. You have to write here the 4. Then what will happen? X is greater than 5, because this is in under string, and it doesn't matter whatever you are writing this. You have to make it this as a less than, because it's your own statement. Okay, less than 5. So you can understand. I hope you will understand how the if statement, while statement is work. Now we'll see the if else statement. I'm going to make a variable that is suppose that x is equal to 3. Okay, and if x is greater than 5, and here write the print x is then 5, and I'm using the else. Else is used when the if condition is false. It provides an alternative block of the code to run. So basically here I'm here writing the x is less than 5. So here suppose that x is equal to 10, then what will the code will not show anything. See, the code will not show anything because here I'm not imposing any because x is greater than x is equal to x value is 10, and here the condition is x is less than 5. Then how this will show? Okay, we have to, otherwise we have to show the here the variable must be less than 5, then this will function. So that's why here the else function is else is used when the if condition is false. Here the if condition is false because x value is 3 and I'm applying the x is greater than 5. So write the here else, so else statement is stop here, so this way, and the print in bracket x is 5 or less. See here, when this statement is wrong, then this so when I will use this statement here, then what will happen? See, x is 5 or here the x is less than 5, x is uh, 10 or greater, x is 5 or greater, then this will work. Line number 4, there is a print. uh, x is 5 or x is greater than. So here the statement is wrong because x is less than, so it means that x value is 5 or greater than 5. It means the x value is greater than 5, the x is 10. I'm just applying the condition. So if the one condition is the false, now this is the use of the if and else. Now we will see the if else statement. What is the elif? Elif stand for else if. It's its elif is a short form and it stands for else elif. It checks another condition. If the first if is false, you can have multiple elif blocks. That else is optional is at the end. Here the multiple because I don't know x is a 5 or I only know the x is 5 or greater than, but I don't know x is a 10 or not. In this case, you have to apply if elif statement. So uh, you can we will see. I want to make a ex- a small example code on this. Okay, uh, just x is equal to define a variable 5. Okay, now here I am uh, if a statement which is false, x is greater than 5 because I want to show xlf. Okay, x is greater than 5, use the colon and the print x is x is greater than 5. Now use the this elif. So elif is I'm starting here, just elif elif. Okay, x uh, is equal to 5. Now stop here and use the column. Now print x is equal to 5. Print in indentation, whatever you want, right? Okay, now use the else. Mm, else it here. Else use print mm, x is less than 5. X is 5. Okay, here I am applying 3 condition. So my variable in which the 5 number is there, and here the first condition x is greater than 5, which is obviously it is a false. Then this will jump here, the if x is equal to 5, I know x is equal to 5. Otherwise this is x is less than 5. Then what will happen? See, x is equal to 5. This is now what will happen? 4. Then what is this will show? X is less than 5. So it's a multiple. When we are using the multiple part, so using the elif and these things. Okay, so now this is the loop, and we have seen the functions in these things, how to make construct these things we have seen. uh, Now, is there any other things which we have seen? Okay, raise, return, try, while, with, yield. So, uh, what is the yield? Is there any import in its? Yield is used inside a function, return a value, pass the function, and resume it later. It makes a function generator which can be iterated one value at a time instead of returning all values at once. Okay, so no big meaning of this, but just generating suppose that's you have to define a function that is use as a def, make a function my, write the function my underscore generator, and close with parentheses and with column, and write here the yield 1 and yield 2. Okay, and use the for numerical value, use the function for num in my, just copy and paste here. I don't want to again write my generator. This and 1 and 2. See here the yield is 1 and 2. This is the way for the yield function. So it's showing the return as a value of pass used in generator function and can yield multiple times. So this is the way for the yield using. So is there anything else in these things? So operators we have seen, and operator we have seen, and use of these operators. In Python, operators are symbols that performs operation on operands such as variable, values, or expression. Let's example some type of operators in Python. Arithmetic operator, these are the addition, plus sign, subtraction, star multiplication, division for slash. Floor division is for the double backslash, and modulus for returns the remainder of the division of the first operand by the second. Double star exponential raise the first operator to the power of the second. Comparison operators are used to compare values and return a boolean results, true or false. That's say equal to, for equal to we will use this type of a symbol. Double is equal to, check if the two operators are equal. Externality is equal to, not equal to, and check if two operators are not equal and is less than, greater than, or equal to. Check if the two operation, check if the first operator is greater than or the second. Less than, check if the first operator is less than the second. Greater than or equal to, check if the first suppose that I'm using this not equal to. Okay, then just we have seen in this current. Okay, just write here the 4 and this operator 5 is equal to 4. Then what will the result when I will run this? This is the false, because this symbol is showing not equal to. If I'm using the 5, then this symbol is equal to true. Okay, understand? So just comparison operators, these are things. So this and this operator star star and its underscore are less than or equal to, less than or equal to, check if the first operator is less than or equal to the second. Now come to logical operators. Logical operators performs logical operation on Boolean values and return true if both operators are true, or returns true if either the operators is true, not returns true if the operator is false, or vice versa. Okay. Assign operators. Assignment operators are used to assign a value to variables, and is equal to we have seen in this x is equal to suppose that v is equal to 5. Then here I'm using the is equal to, that is the assigning operator for the assigning v variable as a 5. Okay, this is the assigning operator. So and this plus is equal to, minus is equal to, star is equal to, slash is equal to, double x, etc. Perform a specified arithmetic operation on the variable and then assign the results the variable. Bitwise operator performs bit level operation on integers, and bitwise is and perform bitwise and operation. And this uh, slash bitwise or perform a bitwise or operation, bitwise XOR, this for this perform bitwise XOR operation. So these are the symbol operator, and the operator is basically represented by the symbol, and each symbol has a different meaning. What is the meaning of this? I have explained this thing, all things here. So and last, that is the membership operators. Membership operators are used to test if a value or variable is found in a sequence. In returns true if the specified value is found in the sequence. Not in returns true if the specified value is not found in the sequence. Okay. So in and not in, where we will use this, and just see here, and we will use in this practical part. Okay, now come to the most important thing, that is your markdown, which I have explained these things in starting. What is the markdown? Okay, I'm just open a new page, that is notebook, and here notebook I'm going to, so come to the code section and click on the markdown. Now your cell will, when you will click on the code section, then see here the a big bracket is given. When you come to the markdown section, then this will not. So why it is important? Markdown work as used for a documentation purpose and blogging purpose and these things, and these all things. So what will you do? uh, we are in the markdown cell. Okay, then we will try to make a document some things and try to insert some images and multimedia images, that's mp4 and these things we will try to see. So for document purpose we have, we will use some text. Suppose that this text we will use, or this text. Okay, this text we will use. Suppose that this A to Z complete course, this right here. See in markdown and write the this. Okay, now run. When run this, then this is make as a heading. Then I want to make a big heading, then we will use this as a single, then this will bigger than the, so this is the way for this. And the coding for this markdown, if you want to real important, so in markdown text star really important. And this, if I'm using the star, suppose again, suppose this is, I'm copy this, and this is the important. Again make it a markdown. So 3 star, we are using the 3 star, 1 2 3, and make here, and 3 star, 1 2 3, and run. So this is the way for the documentation. Now come to the insert some picture, and this and some codes are here also. If you go to the Google and see the mark down syntax, syntax, basic syntax in markdown guide. So here you see the lots of the codes. This syntax is given. This is not a programming language, so that I don't want to use the coding for this basically. And use for the, this is a blog page and basic syntax and this and this. So now next things, how to insert a image file in this. Suppose that I have a now see here, if you go to here and go to here and go to the terminal part. See, this is my by default C user. Akhtar is a my by default library. So I'm in working directory library. So I'm insert in this path image. So that's image is image. Suppose this is the image. Okay, image. I just copy this and go to the C user Sima Vakht. Okay, paste here. Already it is here. That's why it is showing. Now copy this and go to the code section of this code section. Now again make it by default markdown. Okay. Now paste here. Okay. Now here I'm using src this dot dot dot. This showing that your by default directory is my this. By default directory is my this C user Sima Akhtar. When you are using this dot 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 and this, then it's directly connected to the by default directory, no need to other connect. So when using the C, this has been come. Okay, this is the picture image, and yeah, this one. Now my next is to insert some multimedia things like mp4 and this. uh, Suppose that for this the code is this. Invalid syntax because this is in a markdown cell. Okay, now I will.
लुका छुपी बहुत हुई सामने आ
Now this is the way for this. Now I want to export as a, so download this one or save this, save as note this way, or save a notepad, so or download this thing trusted notepad, save notebook as. Here the see the Jupyter notebook untitled this. When you double click on this way, so you can change this name. Suppose that I'm GI writing here the GIS course, COURS GIS course. Okay. uh, Now export this, save notebook as and save and export as. Okay, HTML file you can export as a markdown, PDF, and this web PDF. So for that I'm exporting this as a HTML. So its HTML file has been exported. uh, just open this. See, this is the as a HTML file. This will look like a blog, blogging and blogging page or this. So Jupyter in a Markdown section, it's work for as a documentation purpose. So basic syntax are the lots of the things, how to change the paragraph, how to build these things. So go to the, just go to the Google and use the basic syntax for the Markdown and use this. And this is very, I'm showing here this is out of the syllabus and out of the course, and it is not used in the JS, so I'm not showing these things. But for your knowledge, I'm just showing here and use these things. Okay, how to bold, how to italic, it's beautiful. Its writing style is the beautiful, see here. So you can import anything like multimedia, images, pictures, and all things. So uh, this is the markdown process we have seen, and the reserve keyword we have seen. We have seen the loops and the, and in next class we will see the operator we have seen. Okay, how to install the Python we have seen. Now we are able to use the Python for the GIS work. But in between we will see the some what is the list, what is the dictionary, what is the tuple, and what is the readable file and how to read it. We will see these things in the upcoming class with GIS work. But the basics things, basics needs of the Python, which I have delivered to you. And just go to the recorded video and my notes which I have shared with you today, and you will able to learn why these errors have come, how this how to define a variable and these things. Okay, and on Sunday, and it means tomorrow, we'll learn the basic things of the QGIS, which tool, what is the function of the tools, and what is the functionality of the all tools we will see in tomorrow. So I'm going to stop here, If you have any question, any doubts, please ask. Please ask if you have any question or doubts. Hello. 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 Everyone is here.
Yes, sir.
If you have any question, please ask. Otherwise, I'm share to the this recorded video to in to all of you in a WhatsApp group and today notes. And tomorrow we will learn about the QGIS and things, basic things of the QGIS. And now we are able to work on the GIS platform. So, if you have any question related to today class, please ask. Hello.
Sir, as of now, no questions, sir, for us.
Okay, thank you so much for this, and we will meet the tomorrow. And I'm shifting the 1 hour class from not 3 to 6. I will shift the 4 to 7. Okay, it's okay to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for attending today class. Bye bye. We will meet tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.